Here's a question I bet you don't know. How big was Rhamphoryncus? Well, about that size. Almost a metre across from wingtip to wingtip. But first of all, what was Rhamphoryncus? Well, you've probably heard of the pterodactyls, creatures from the age of the dinosaurs. Rhamphoryncus was the earliest of them. Technically, it was a flying lizard. It had the body of a lizard, or very much like it, and wings rather like today's bat's wings. In fact, it had a number of very interesting features to it, but I can't show them to you on a model as crude as this. We really ought to go and look at some very good models from the Melbourne Museum. Now, Rhamphoryncus flew, but it probably didn't fly actively like birds of today. It probably glided instead. It had hind limbs like a lizard's and a tail which ended in a sort of rudder. It had a diamond shape on the end for steering through the air, and those wings could be folded like a bat's wings today. We don't know if it could crawl, but it could certainly hang on the sides of cliffs with those clawed fingers on the front hand. It had 3 of them like that, and the 4th formed the edge of that very long wing. It was rather like a bat's wing. It could be folded up. It had teeth, probably like a goanna's, very good for grabbing things. Perhaps it grabbed them in flight, or perhaps it dived down and caught fish in the waters of the dinosaur era. They were very good grabbing teeth at any event. So that was Rhamphoryncus, one of the forerunners of the pterodactyls. These days, dinosaurs are very popular. But do you know when the first dinosaur was discovered? No one will ever know who discovered the first dinosaur, probably a caveman. Certainly the American Indians were well aware of the skeletons of those enormous creatures. But the first recorded dinosaur bone as such was found over 300 years ago, in 1677 in Cornwall in England. And the first named dinosaur was Megalosaurus in 1824. It was an enormous meat-eating dinosaur. Although we know it isn't related to the lizards very closely, and it certainly isn't a lizard, the name itself means large lizard.